The Finn Balor Extreme Rules match against Roman Reigns. Demon Finn against Roman for the Universal Championship. And this is typical stuff here. It starts off slow where Roman basically takes advantage early on of the size. Then you see him break out a kendo stick. Fiend's got like 5 of them all wrapped together, which was, again, an awesome spot. And these two just absolutely wailing on each other. And Finn dropped Reigns with a big knee on the outside. Pulled the table out, but Reigns made a big lariat. Hit a big lariat on him. And then says there will be no tables in the match, even though there will be later on. Eventually, Balor does get the table in the ring, but Roman Reigns hits a big drive-by, and Finn Balor goes like right into the post. And like, what the frickin' hell just happened? That was a really good spot. You don't see it that often. Then they go to a walk and brawl. And Finn gets thrown over the barricade, and then Roman stands there, and Paul Heyman pulls out a mask. And Roman Reigns wore it. I popped for that spot. That was extremely well done. Now we get over to the kickoff desk where we see Reigns. He like teases a slam on the desk after throwing Finn over it. The Balor fights back, nails a crossbody through the tables on the outside. And now the two are going to start fighting back up, and we reset it. Balor sets up the table that Reigns, but Reigns throws him right into it with a Uranagi that had some real oomph to it, like pretty much the second he did it. It was a 2 count. Good sequence with Finn having a Pele kick, and then Reigns lands Superman punch for 2. Reigns teases the spear, but Finn turns it around, counters, hits the sling blade. Balor went to the shotgun dropkick, but Reigns hit the spear for 2. And in the kick out, Finn wound up going low on him. This is when the match kind of goes off the rails a little bit. Or should I say a lot? Because Balor then hits the coup de grace on Roman, but the Usos break up the fall. They break out another table, and they try and go for what looked like a double choke slam. A lot like when Chronic did High Times. It reminded me of that so much. But he gets out of it, and then Balor powerbombs Jay through a table, then Roman Reigns spears Finn through the barricade, and they're both dead. Everybody's laid out. All of a sudden you hear the heartbeat of Finn's music, and then you have him come out and get up, and now he's in super demon mode. Hits a shotgun dropkick on Reigns, where Reigns just flies through a table. It was a phenomenal bump. And then he says, oh yeah, I'll throw you back in the ring. Go for the double stomp. Go for the coup de grace. That's what the demon does. And he sets up. All of a sudden, the top turnbuckle breaks. How the hell does that happen? I've been trying to figure that out all day about how that happens. I've always seen it once whenever Roman got thrown with such great force, the top turnbuckle exploded off, but there was no explanation as to how that happened. And then Roman wins with the spear. 4.5 links of Boudin. This was a really good match. But then the finish happened. Like, the thing that I'm thinking about when I watch this match is very similar to how I feel when I'm watching like an anime. I'm going to bring up Dragon Ball Z for an example because it makes the most sense and it's the most mainstream. So let's break it down. You remember when you were young and you watched Dragon Ball Z and you're at the point of the show where you've been spending so much time like building up Goku as this like hero, as this unstoppable warrior. And now he saw his best friend die. And now he is reaching to that next level that he's never gone to before, that nobody's ever gone to before. That's what Finn Balor did. He essentially hulked up and went Super Demon. In my mind, I'm going Super Saiyan. Whenever Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, you were hype as hell for that. I was hyped for it because it felt like Finn was going to win. And Finn winning would have been great. Now, of course, you probably would have seen Roman win the title back before the match at Crown Jewel. But this would have been a great moment for him. But, of course, you end it on a really crappy note. Imagine, going back to the Dragon Ball Z analogy, What if Goku lost to Frieza and he died on planet Namek? One, the show would not exist anymore. But number two, you would have all that investment, all that equity in watching this match and watching this fight go down to the absolute wire. And you sit there and you watch a match end like that, where the Hulk up spot that like 99% of the time works, but he doesn't get the win. Imagine Hulk starts hulking up, but then Roman Reigns just hits him with the spear and it's over. You get no camp. You don't have the comeback. You don't have the shine spot. If Reigns had kicked out at 2, I probably would be able to understand that a lot more, as opposed to not hitting it, having a rope malfunction, and now possibly Finn Balor's out for a while because that looked like he legitimately hurt his knee. And that's the screwed up part of all this. They may have injured somebody as part of an angle. I've been so confused in all this. And I think I figured it out. They just want to have Roman Reigns stand tall over everybody. To me, this is what Hardcore Holly wanted to do about 20 years ago, when he pitched the idea of winning the title and beating everybody. This is what that is. And you destroyed not just one character in Finn Balor, but you destroyed 2 by the Demon. The Demon losing, the way he lost, was so BS, now it hurts everybody that's not named Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman. And I swear to God, I'm not reviewing Crown Jewel, by the way. I refuse to, review that crap. This has always been, one of the worst pay-per-views of the year. And not just because of the fact they're in Saudi Arabia, which is a whole different conversation that we can have at a different time. But this thing is such bull that we saw a finish like that. And now we're supposed to be told, oh, this is the way it's going to be. This is the way we're going to have the main event of Extreme Rules go. Off the air, no Brock Lesnar, no nothing. We're just going to wait for the next pay-per-view to do that. And you ruined 2 superstars. Finn Balor and the Demon Finn Balor. They're the same guy, but it's 2 gimmicks you just basically killed off in one fell swoop.